Welcome everybody to the latest Challenge of Doom. I am your host and your, let's say, professional illustrator, person who's recovered from surgery now, and other things, Senior Doom. I will be joined here in a bit by my co-caster tonight, who I'll introduce when she comes on. We are getting ready here for the tournament to start. As you see, we are about a minute away from starting this tournament up. 6 rounds, 64-person cap. Some people are asking why can't we up the cap? Because part of the reason is, well, it's a Tuesday night and I run it late and we just a late night thing, and that's just the way it is, I guess. If you want to say it that way, just the way it is. Let's see. We actually have 89 people. We're ready to play tonight. Sucks for some people. I apologize for the people that it happens to, but that is what happens. Is what part of why we run a limited tournament is also to keep time down. Again, it is a late Tuesday night for me. Running 6 rounds is enough. Running 7 pushes it to like 3.5 hours sometimes. It's pretty brutal. So let us find out. So tournament is live. We're going to go ahead and find ourselves a match here. Let's go ahead and see what is in. As we will go ahead and see some of the people we do. We do have Cash. Cash is always a good player to watch. I have a couple other people playing. I have a Die Question Mark. Gweenster, King Heracross, Mr. Serious Pants. Prince Vortex is on the Hydreigon. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, doesn't Hydreigon lose to that? Ooh. Yeah, that's like the bad matchup for Prince Vortex. What's up, Sunny? What's up, Funny? Repna? The Hustler, our second place tournament of Doom person. Yeah, let's see who is up. And hello, Poseidon. Yes, let me unmute you for everyone else. All right, now joining me tonight is probably my favorite Pokemon TCG VTuber right now, Poseidon.
Hello, hi. Sorry, I was late. I was eating dinner, but I'm here.
I was literally rushing myself. I was like, okay, we got to find something. Got to get the things together. I got to think of jelly beans and think of water now. Prowler's here because we always said Tuesday's running. It says he's playing Scolipede.
Scolipede?
Yeah, we're going to go there. And I want to make sure that he knows. Let's see, Prowlers. And go, Prowlers. We need to see this deck. And they're already sharing it, so we'll get this game going. I have no idea what this even deck is supposed to do.
I have no idea either. I've never heard of Scolipede.
That's a Pokemon?
That's a Pokemon?
So yeah, he is already up. He's already got the coin flip going. I'll have it up here in just a moment, chat. I apologize. It's always, again, Tuesdays, seat in my pants. There we go. And then let's update the round countdown, because that should have been updated when I started the round. There we go. All right. So how have you been?
I have been doing good. I got to stream today. I got to Ultra Ball tier in Pokemon Pocket, and that was about it. That's all I did today. What about you?
I worked for the first time in a week.
Oh.
I had surgery last Tuesday.
Oh, how did that go?
They scrambled my brains.
Oh no!
Well, part of it was they didn't scramble my brains. I had a septoplasty where they went in and they like reshape your whole septum, and then they took out like some bone spurs, bone stuff and everything, and like now I'm supposed to be able to breathe through my nose.
Nice. I'm glad to hear it went well.
A lot of
surgery is always scary.
Yeah, like the first day there was a lot of blood coming out of my nose. I was like, oh my god. And then yesterday I had a small procedure where they removed the splints. Which kind of looked like Scolipede. Okay, not that
the splints?
Bad. No, they're curved. They're clear. But
okay.
Still, they pulled it out. I was like, oh my god. So they are up against, it looks like EV Box. I'm going to double check.
One of my favorite decks in this format. EV Box is so fun.
Yes, I'm sitting on the fence. I would need to spend about 40. Oh, this has Charizard in it.
The EV Box or the Scolipede?
The EV Box.
Oh. Interesting.
Right? So they've got the Eevee, and then they've got they got a 2-1-2 line of Charizard.
2-1-2. Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never seen it played with the Zard.
At this point right now, like Zard just feels like it's just kind of dead in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of mid-tier. Went from being BDIF to now just mid.
And there goes Rellor. But I don't think Rellor actually had a point in this matchup.
Nah.
All right, I gotta see what the Scolipede does, though. So, Prowlers. Scolipede. Dastardly Jab. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10.
Oh. Huh.
So
they are playing the Brute Bonnet.
So they're looking to poison.
I see.
But they gotta be deciding right now, do they set up for a turn or what do you do? It had a highest price of 28 cents on May 23rd, and it's bombed out to 2 cents.
The Scolipede?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just, because it showed me the price chart when I was looking at the card. I was like, wow, that is a drop.
Very interesting. I do like the poison decks, so this is definitely something I want to watch and see if I can maybe play it in the future.
They need to fix the Brute Bonnet art. You need to run both or none.
True.
Now, if they get everything off this, flip the script. Oh, so close.
We were almost there. They can start poisoning this turn with the Brute Bonnet, however, because they do have the booster.
Yes, and I think that'd be a smart move anyways, because
Mm-hmm.
it would at least threaten them, and maybe you can
Yeah.
come up and finish it off with something else. What does even the baby one do? The Venipede does just poison, so it's not even worth doing it if you have the Brute Bonnet.
Nah.
The Whirlipede has Poison Ring, which allows you to trap something with poison. And there's the Scolipede's where it's at.
Yeah, I think retreating into Pidgeot here is probably the best option they have.
Yeah. They could get another energy on this, and if that energy boss, which would be, I don't know, with this kind of 5-card hand and no, I don't know. So we're not going to see it.
Okay. No.
I was going to say a possibility of getting something else like the Pidgeot, but obviously not. And let's put some in a fairly good place. Like, okay, you put the Fan Rotom down. Are we going to see a retreat into the Fan Rotom? That would be kind of weird, especially considering you can't use it now.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas Shaw VT, thank you for the follow. Nope, you just take the damage here and go from there.
We do have Rare Candy in hand too, so we could go into Scolipede this turn.
Rare Candy, Ultra Ball, and then you can grab a counter gain with the Pidgeot. And that'll get you set up. And also, I like what they did here. You see where they put the Pidgeot up? Mm-hmm. I've always been 100% on board for anytime, even if you know what you're going to put up there, just get in the habit of always putting your free retreater in the active.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes more natural, and then you don't put something up there that you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Iono makes sense here.
No.
Catcher doesn't make sense.
I think we should be grabbing counter gain, possibly. All right, I think they're committing to Arvin.
That's what other tools they played. That would institute Arvin. Ooh, experience share, actually. Well, okay, you know what? I don't think they're going to KO back, though, this turn.
Mm-mm.
What are you looking at? What we like to call the Challenge of Doom special, the Scolipede. This is what we do on Tuesday nights. Watch. And then there's the right move. Brute Bonnet before retreat. See, that's on top of it. That's why you would want to put a free retreater up there anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can do your Dastardly Jab. And then that Pheasantipede doesn't activate.
Oh my god, they pulled it off.
We saw one Scolipede.
We saw one. There comes the fan Rotom. There's the Charmander. So we could be seeing Charizard come out here pretty soon.
Which, thankfully, the Charizard's also a Terra type, so it does work with the Owls. Just not just not as well as I feel like the EVs do.
Mm-hmm.
Which I regret, because like I've been playing an EV box, and I had an EV EX. I had one of the stamped ones from the Prismatic Box surprise box set.
Mm-hmm.
I sold it.
What a top deck.
I know.
What a top deck.
Say goodbye to the Pheasantipede. But yeah, I had it and I sold it because I'm like, I'm never going to play an EV deck. And then I pick up EV box after day camp. Did really well with it. I was like, oh, so now I got to go back and buy a new one. And I'm like, do I spend the $40 now? Because I don't play until Portland. And that's end of May. So I got time.
Yes.
But I'm like, do I
You're like a month out.
No, I can go visit, hey, one of our sponsors, Tabletop Village. Go to tabletopvillage.com, use code DOOM5 to save 5% on your orders. Do I go to that? I should probably go there tomorrow anyways. And see if they have it. Like, prismatic singles are so weird. It's like...
They are pricey, because I was looking at the Flareon the other day. I'm like, that thing's like up to $14, $16 already.
It's over 20 now.
There's no way. Is it over 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I mean, like $40, $50 for me to finish the deck. I got it in my cart right now. I put the lowest price one. Oh wait, they dropped them. It was like a moderately played holofoil for like $13.
That's not too bad. All right, we're switching into the second Scolipede.
I mean, considering that I'm going to play them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't care if it's moderately played or whatever.
I feel the same way. My community flames me because I riffle my cards. And I do play full arts and like full art supporters and stuff. And my community's like, why would you do that? That card is worth some money. And I'm like, I buy these cards to play with. They're not for display, or they're not for I guess sitting in a binder, you know.
Okay, that's actually what happened with me. I had the Latios Alt Art, 2 of them, the heart one. They were in my bulk binder for like years, and then I saw they were going up, and I took them out, and I sold one like at 150, 160, like 3 years ago. And I've held on to the other one, and I checked it like on Friday, and it's like $2,000 now. I'm one.
Is it like not graded?
Not graded.
That's crazy.
And every dealer I've shown it to, everyone I've tried to make a deal with, they all have the same freak out. They're like, oh, like they give away. Oh, are we going to see Pheasantipede get killed here? that.
Oh,
Oh, that's just a Charmeleon.
yeah, we're just stalling here. Oh, what a top deck.
Ow.
Oh my gosh. And we're seeing Scolipede come out on top here. What a game.
I mean, this was a good game to start off of.
Yeah.
And so, like, okay, I looked at it right now.
Funny.
They have 16 listings starting at $540 for it, with market price of being $1,800. But the $540 version is a Chinese version. A damaged one goes for $900.
That's wild. Oh no. Oh wait, the Charmeleon ability.
Yeah, I sat here. Let's see if Prowlers notices. I mean, they only need they can use the second attack. Okay, yeah, that is good on Prowlers.
Okay. I forgot about the Charmeleon ability. It does not affect. Nope. No poisons from the attack. Well, that was interesting. Let's go ahead. I'm going to move us back to the casting thing real quick. Okay.
Because I've got unlimited power. And I'm going to share my screen with you so you can always see what I'm looking at instead of being on delay.
Okay.
So, looking at that, she riffle. I just saw Mariah Panda saying riffle.
I do. I'm guilty.
I had a set of Bridget full arts, which I think she's like still like a $40 or $50 card that I riffle shuffled back in the day. $35 card right now, but still a lot more expensive back then, if I remember right. Worse or better?
I believe so.
Worse or better Conkeldurr? Better Conkeldurr? I don't know. It seems kind of like it. Like, I mean, Dastardly Jab into a poison KO takes care of like everything. So it's like, well, I'll bring it up here on screen for everybody. So you have the Dastardly Jab. You get the poison. HP's down to 10. What else are you going to do?
There's nothing.
You sit there and you cry and go, man, why did I get paired up with the off-meta deck again?
This is going to be really funny once we have 3 prizers back.
Oh my God. Okay. Talking old. I was on my way into work when they announced Pikachu Zekrom GX. And
the tag team?
Yeah. And I'd been playing the game at that point on and off for 20 years. Old guy here. I turned 40 next year. Okay. So that's why I'm having surgeries to fix my old body.
Fair enough.
And I look at it and I go, oh no, this game's cooked. It's done. Nobody's going to want to use that attack on 240 HP. Like, man, I've got like rare card evolutions almost now with 240 HP.
It's insane. We're probably going to be hitting 400 very, very, very soon. I thought like 100 HP or 100 like 30 or 40 was a lot back then. Nowadays you have like stage 1 Pokemon at that.
I was looking at a Beedrill from like Neon Genesis. Stage 1, 80 HP.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, God, the original base set one. Here we go, base set. I'll pull it up on screen here for everyone. Stage 2.
Oh my gosh. And 40 damage was a lot back then too.
Yeah.
High energy cost.
Badoo can almost beat this thing now. And then Gweezer.
Badoo with the Bravery Charm is the same amount of health points.
That's horrifying. It's horrifying. The Badoo wars are interesting, as we're actually waiting on 12 matches. We only had one person put in a slip submit a deck list, check in, and check-in's like 15 minutes before the tournament starts,
Mm-hmm.
and then not show up to the round. Like,
Huh?
I don't get that. I just don't get that.
I don't either.
But that's how it be. All right, let's look at the metagame. What is popular tonight?
Ooh.
Raging Bolt and Zoroark.
That's interesting. The Enzor art.
I think part of it also is because this is a challenge, and I definitely try to put it as less high stakes.
Mhm.
People are usually more willing to bring in something weird,
Mm-hmm.
which
I'm happy to see Hydreigon there too.
yeah, I was hoping we had Prince Vortex play. I could have reached out to him.
Mhm.
Guardy hate, yeah, Guardy this is a big Guardy thing. Prince Vortex, who I think is still playing, but he was up against Scovillain, and Scovillain hits him for weakness. I'm like, oh, and it's gonna be like, but then at the same time, it would have been like he could dig through their deck, and they were like taking stuff out of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was going back and forth. I'm like, oh man, would this be good? Would it not be? And I decided. Then I saw Prowler's list, and I decided, okay, no, we'll go with Prowlers. But I'll definitely say I was playing against a Guardy today, and I hit Angelite 8 times against them.
8 times?
8 times, and they kept trying to get any sort of attack off, and they get like Ralts down, and they go back to the deck, and then they get a Gardevoir finally, and I was like, back to the deck. Just the rare candy to the Gardevoir. I'm like, back to the deck, and I did find out something interesting, at least for the PTCGL.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a bug, but if Mew EX uses Angelite, it can use it again the next turn.
Yes.
Because it's technically using genome hacking.
Yes. It's not using Angelite.
Team Stamp or Team Crystal? I have been on Team Stamp. I'm actually running day camps, similar to day camps build, which I think, yeah, it is a stamp. But yeah, I got hit with it, but today was someone playing Mew, Angelite and me. I was like, what the hell, guy? That's my attack. And then I got like everything back on the board anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hit me again. I was like, hey, that's not funny. Is this what I do to people?
Yes.
Yes. And I was like, but in the end, I still won, but still. I was playing some Goldingo. Like, if you're looking at Goldingo here, so right now it's 2-0. 2-1-1. I felt like either I started 4 gimme goals or I started none and never saw another one. It was.
Oh my gosh.
It just never worked.
String cheese, man, might not be for you.
And the thing is, I just bought a reverse hollow version of this one.
It's a pretty good card. I mean, swinging 120 as a 1-prizer is pretty good. Kills most basics.
It just, I was playing the Dragapult build. It just didn't seem right for me, like a little too high rolly. But even then, a lot of these decks honestly do feel a little bit either really slow roll or really high rolly.
I feel like that's a good way to describe the meta right now. Everything just feels high roll too much.
Let's look at Cash's list here. This is a good slow roll deck.
Yes.
He's going to build up, and he's going to keep coming. The longer it takes you, the worse it's going to be. And the funniest thing is I played against a bunch of Dragapults, Angelite.
Mm-hmm.
There goes your Tuju Cloaks. Boom, gone. I sit there laughing. And then they can see, and I go, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, like this list, Dragapult isn't really running very rare candies anymore. I mean, this one only runs 1, and I'm assuming most lists are running 1 to 2. So once they use the rare candy and you Angelite them away, there's really not much you can do.
Yeah, and then you like knock off whatever's in front of you, and then they're like, okay, Jacloak, Angelite time. Goodbye. What card we're talking about is Sylveon EX, which is probably one of the funnest cards. Which also, no Joltik box tonight. Well, there is one? Okay.
I could have sworn I saw one.
Yeah, it's right
on
here.
The list.
It's J-Way. Which let's go ahead.
me looking at TCG Player now to see how much it would cost me to buy the Flareon Sylveon deck.
Oh, I was doing that earlier today.
That's what I do in my pastime. I just look at TCG Player and pretend like I'm shopping for cards.
Like I'll be in a work meeting and I'll have like TCG Live on and I'll be
Yeah.
playing games.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I do. There's like, oh, they're like, Doom, are you playing games again? No.
No.
No, I keep up with my work. I'm not a horrible employee. All right, someone called for a deck list error, and they went, wait, no, I'm about to win. I don't think it matters.
Oh. Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, what the heck?
Their opponent played a third stretcher, and they only have 2 in the list.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a deck list error. That's automatic loss. But it sounds like they're just going to win anyways, so it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
Dang, I'm looking on here, even Eevee EX is pretty pricey.
Yeah, it's the whole prismatic stuff is just pricey. Like it's one of those things where I thought without all the people opening them, it would.
Yeah.
Or you know what would really help with the prices? Like what helped with like Ogerpon?
Mm-hmm.
Get a promo version out there.
Oh, that would be so nice.
Like they've done promo versions of Eevees before,
Yeah.
but they've even been hard to find. Like I played Jolteon VMAX. Oh, I saw my stream elements from last week. Yes, I forgot. It's a new feature I keep forgetting. I have a chat thing that tells who the casters are because I got tired of people saying, who's casting tonight? And it was Callie and Ryan while I emceed because my throat was killing me from surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
Fair
your
enough.
throat's gonna hurt for a couple days. I'm like, how bad? Pretty bad. So I had them do everything, and I totally forgot to update it. Like I said, it's a. Oh my god, I forgot how to spell Poseidon.
No, you're good. You're good. I forget all the time too because I have Nightbot running, and sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, I forgot to remove that. My bad.
There we go.
My bad, guys."
There we go. Okay, that should be right now. I'll snooze one more time before we have to run an actual ad. Oh, we're just waiting on one match. Let's find out what that match is. It is Dragapult versus Dragapult.
Oh, mirror.
Thrilling.
We love to see it. Never before seen match ever.
Now, see, Prowlers is saying they have enough Doom collect bucks, the Doom currency, to make sure that we only watch Scolipede the entire night.
Oh no!
But the problem is, I will take those points and then I won't honor the redemption. Oh, Prince Vortex did win. I will reach out to him for next round then and see if we can get him on with his Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be a good one. But it looks like the round is done, and I'm going to go announce that round 2 is up.
I'm excited. Hydra gone. I want to make it work so bad.
Did you see the one that won the Doom tournament 2 weeks ago?
I have not.
I will pull it up, but it used Maractus.
Maractus?
Maractus is part of it.
Huh. Maractus.
I'll make sure he's up to stream. He could also just not be at 22. It is always up to them. What's up, Gash? Yes, I am a tyrannical streamer. Also, I always tell the story of how we ended up with Cluckbucks. It was like my third stream ever. I did a Photoshop stream, and I had Mellow Magikarp and Heat Miser. My brother and my friend Kevin both show up. The only ones there, and I was making a Photoshop of a chicken cowboy. And I was like, hey, this would be cool. We'll call it Cluckbucks. And they're like, yeah, and that's what it's been ever since. Like 4 years later now. Oh, God, has it been 4 years?
I think 4 years ago was 2021 is crazy.
Yeah, because I started streaming during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost everyone else did. And Prince Vortex said he's good, so we'll go jump down there.
Okay.
But yeah. I was like, huh. Now I also realized I never updated the round last round. Automation. Oh, you know what? We almost asked you to, Vortex. A chicken jockey per se. What's up, Chambers? And I saw the matchup. I went, oh man, this was probably gonna be kind of bad. So we went and watched Scolipede instead, which was also pretty good, I guess. And then you come in and yeah, we won. It was a good match. It's like, oh.
That is a very good question. How much chicken jockey is out here tonight? The Mamoswine Blaziken deck.
The last cup I went to, someone played Mamoswine, and I so badly wanted to line up against them because I was playing Terror Box, and I had the Cornerstone Ogerpon in it. And I was like, oh,
I see.
My brother played up against a Hydrapple deck that had nothing but all abilities on every single Pokemon. And so he got his Cornerstone out, and he picked up everything else essentially with Turo.
Mm-hmm.
And he just won. The guy couldn't do anything. And then another person did the same thing where they put all their abilities out, and he just got Cornerstone out. And the guy prized his Turo, so he decked him out.
Oh. You'd hate to see it.
So we're waiting for their opponent. We did move pretty fast, so hopefully they're seeing. Sometimes that happens this round, and if it does happen, always reach out to us, call a judge, be like, hey, I didn't see it came up. Like, I'll give leeway like early rounds, but like it's one of those things just kind of keep an eye on. And there'll be an ad coming up. Ads suck, we know, but it helps fund the tournament, keeps the channel going, everything else. Oh, there they are. So we will have a game. Army Hockey 11 versus Prince Vortex. I will definitely.
What is the other one running?
That is a good question. Raging Bolt Ogerpon.
Oh, okay.
That's probably something we should have looked at, but. You know what? I'm going to hit it now while they finish setting up. You know what else my favorite time of year right after Easter is when all the Easter candy goes on sale because Starburst jelly beans get thrown into that, and Starburst jelly beans are the best candy in the world.
You think so? I've never tried it.
Oh,
personally.
They hit the right amount of like juicy. And like the nice Starburst flavor to it. See, Prince Vortex knows what he's doing though, so. We'll watch the guy who's been playing Hydreigon.
Oh heck yeah!
And then I will also pull up the 2 week ago Hydreigon after this, so we can.
I'm interested because I actually bought like most of the pieces for Hydreigon because I was hoping it was gonna be like pretty decent after rotation, and I haven't seen very many Hydreigon lists popping around or doing well, so I'm kind of like bummed out that. But I really wanted to make it work.
Yeah,
it's a very fun deck.
Every time I was going to say, every time I have you on, for one reason or another, Mrs. Doom has to come into the office.
Oh, just coincidence?
Yeah, just coincidence. I'll go whole streams every time. Never see Mrs. Doom come in, and then. She comes in. Tonight was a good reason. The last two times have been good reasons. She comes in with our kitty, our new kitten, Fizzy. She's like,
Oh,
which is like 4.5 months old, a whole black cat. She was like, I'm going to sleep with her tonight. We're going to let her sleep in the bedroom. She's been kept in the office.
Mm-hmm.
She curled up in her arm like a baby. And then Mrs. Doom went, wait, I did this with the kids, right? And then she was like, wait, I don't have to do this shit. And then she got up and brought the cat in here.
Oh my gosh. I get it though. My cat is also like my baby. I hold her like one.
And so she just came in. Our two cats haven't gotten along yet, but we're working on it.
No.
The older one.
It'll take some time.
Yeah. Ooh. Whoa. No. Double puffin. They're good. They're good.
Yeah, this is actually not a bad hand.
Empress
Double
Vortex
puffin's
said
really nice.
he's actually using the list from Doom 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So this is the same exact list.
Except they had a Klefki, and he put in a Turo. Which I mean,
Fair
Klefki.
enough. Fair enough.
Which I mean, Klefki would absolutely just decimate this matchup.
No fan Rotom for you.
I had someone do that to me today. They Klefki'd I had natural 2 owls in hand, and they had put down a stadium. So I used my Crispin to get the active out, and then put on a fan rotom and knocked out their Klefki. I'm like,
You'd love to see it.
You think you're stopping Klefki with Van Rotem with that Klefki? Think again.
Not in my house. We do see the attach, retreat into Ditto. I'm surprised to see this card seeing more play now, because I feel like originally when it came out, it wasn't that popular. But now, like in the last few weeks, I've been seeing it more and more in decks, which is fun.
Which I think makes sense considering we've lost so many options for stuff to like get bigger stuff out. Like we still have Ultra Ball, we still have Nest Ball, but I mean, sometimes it helps. Yeah, you see the Maractus is in there. They got the Monkey Dory, probably won't do too much. But the Hydreigon has probably one of the best things, the best attacking one can hope for, is it can attack the bench.
Oh, that is right. Its second attack does snipe in the back, and now that Manaphy is gone.
Yeah, there's nothing protecting those bench spots.
No. And most people aren't running Rabska, because it being a stage 1 makes it really hard to run, because that's 2 spots in your 60 card deck list, and most people aren't willing to give up those 2 spots for a 1/1.
Like you would hope to do that against like Dragapult, but they all play. Most of them play Dusknoir. They just blow it up anyways. So it's like, okay, that's 2 cards in my deck now that are absolutely worthless against a matchup I'd hope they'd work against.
Yeah. All right, we're teal dancing now. And there goes the Badoo.
Now, what will be Vortex's play here? He could force into a 7-prize game. They've got the Crispin. They flip the script still. They could just come up with an Arbidoo.
Ooh. We do find the Pidgeot.
Oh, Clefairy.
Oh.
That is right. Clefairy doesn't like the long neck dinosaur.
Ooh, are we gonna see Very attackier?
He's got the psychic energy.
He does.
Do
And the counter
you-
gain is online.
You do need to bench, I think, one more Pokemon to get to that number. I might be incorrect. What's up, Shadow Legion? Thank you for the follow. Hopefully your night's going well. Tuesday night as it is. I got work tomorrow. Boo-hoo.
Aww.
Yeah, I have to
I
go
feel
into
you.
I have to go into the office. And I'll be like, holy Doom, your nose is swollen. I'm like, yeah.
Ooh, we are hitting for
360.
360 here. And down goes the I almost said Ogerpon. Raging
Raging
Bolt.
Bolt. Angry Giraffe. Dragon Giraffe?
Dragon Giraffe.
I've had the idea sketch for months. I never fully did it. Was to do a Raging Bolt 3 playmat set
Mm-hmm.
where I do like the bottom playmat would be all really nice, detailed like foresty area, and you see the Raging Bolt and its neck would go up, and then the middle
All the way
mat,
up?
and the middle mat would have like the tops of the trees, but the neck's still going up, like even turns like
Mhm.
wavy, and then the top mat would just have some clouds, and then like Raging Bolt's neck maybe goes through one, and then there's his head. Take up 3 whole mats, but I'm like, no way I'd pay that.
Matching mats with your friends.
But
Just buy it as a set. I would buy it.
Well, the reason why I can't do it now is part of its tariffs have just driven playmat
Yeah.
prices through the roof. Like I'm already at $40, and I'm wanting to do, and I might have to kick it up to like 50. And that's why I was like in tweeting today. It's almost to the point I can make custom skateboards for cheaper, and people like putting skateboards up on their wall.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that might be a skateboard idea where I just draw a Raging Bolt with a really long neck, the length of the skateboard.
That would be
Mhm.
hilarious. I would love to see that.
Because you can get custom skateboards for about $55,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like wholesale number. So
Mhm.
like you sell it, it's like 65, 75, and then they're pretty good there. Art people like it. People like art. People like the Bear Walker stuff. So I mean, like I'll say on the knockoff Bear Walker. Are we going to see a Raging Bolt? Oh, it's the Crispin. They should be able to get KO here.
Ooh, okay.
As much as I like seeing Clefairy blow up dragons, it does not have that much health.
No.
I will definitely say I find it funny that Clefairy just has 10 more health than Mew.
Oh, it does, huh? 190?
It's got to be the love Lily gives to the Clefairy. It just gives it that extra boost.
Rest in peace, the Clefairy.
Let's flip the script. Could be amazing.
We see another Pidgeot, Iono, and Ultra Ball. Alright, we're Ultra Balling. What are we playing? Oh, we're grabbing Bear.
Bear things like you bear energy attached counter gain. You hit
That's a
240,
lot of pieces.
but you have energy in hand. You just Ultra
Yeah.
Ball for Bear. Quick search for the counter gain.
Mhm.
that gets you a KO there.
Right. We have one more in the deck.
Like, I don't think you even evolve into Hydreigon this turn.
Mm-mm.
I don't think Iono hurts. Okay, maybe. You know what? Actually, no, it's fine because if they go after it, they still have to deal with the
bear.
The bear anyways. Monkey Dory, I don't think does anything here but be a trap.
No. And down goes the second Raging Bolt. 2 more prize cards, and we find Neo Upper.
Which that could actually end the game.
That 100%. A really good prize card to take.
We're just gonna see a fan rotom. Nope, here's the boss's orders.
Ooh.
Going after the
Okay,
Dano. Okay. That does keep stuff like Counter Coucher offline. Also, Kano is here. Thank you for Damien. I like Bacon and I love Breakfast. I do too. But we can also boss's orders, Teal Mask, Raging Bolt, whatever.
And
GG.
the boss is in the deck.
I'm just gonna blow up the Latios. I mean, they're gonna come in with the Hydreigon. They want to attack with the Hydreigon.
And 400 damage. We're milling. Ooh, we milled the Prime Catcher there too. GG's.
Wow. Okay, this is where it was. This was Trust and Prince Vortex. What's up? What's up, Stellar? Let's see. Prowlers looks like they're done. We also have After Crash is streaming. Let's see if their game's still going. So we could go jump over real quick. They're done as well. So let's just go back to the Hangout for now.
Okay.
And then I will share my screen as I announce everything out loud. Have someone. Yeah, I always remind this, if you need a judge, there's a judge button. Just saying judge in the judge screenshots. I'm not able to check that as quickly as you might want. So that's why we have it. We have a thing for it. Update standings. Sick. Also checking something out. We are waiting on 13 matches.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'm taking a look at this Hydreigon list, and I think I should have most of the cards for this.
I know I don't
Who
have
knows?
I know I don't have the cards IRL, but I mean that wouldn't stop me from trying to build it anyways.
I should have the Maractus because I did open like 2 booster boxes worth of Journey together, so
I didn't.
I should have at least one.
I did not open that much, but my brother did.
Oh, did you pull anything crazy?
I think he's asleep because he goes to work like at 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he did. I think he got the End Zoroarks. It was like his big pull, like not the Illustrator rare,
Sick.
but he got a few. I'm going through our chat history to find. But the problem is we have so many screenshots of like different dumb victories or lists or different things we've seen, and like this goes on forever. And like, oh, he's like, here's the new Miraidon list. So it was like Joltik box, from 3 weeks ago. He was already like getting ready to test Joltik box. I'm like, what?
How does Joltik box work? I mean, I've seen some lists, but I haven't really seen how it plays.
Oh, then I was messaging him cats named Timothy because I thought he needed a cat named Jimothy, not Timothy, Jimothy. Then he needed a cat named Jimothy.
Jimothy's a funny name.
Yeah, it's J-Way. Okay, it's J-Way in chat. Tell us how it works. I'm still trying to find his...
Enlighten us on the Joltik box.
His pre-release, he pulled an Enzorark, Iris's Fighting Spirit full art, and a Salamence Illustrator rare.
Oh, that's really good. Those are after pre-release?
Off the pre-release.
That's crazy.
Then you got Zorark, the Zacian, a full art Belly Bolt, normal Belly Bolt, and then some bulky X. He didn't even send me a picture. It usually does. Bastard. Oh, sorry, excuse my French.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I figure it's really, honestly, Joltik boxes like set up with Joltik, blow everything up kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to use Badoo. I'm going to use the biggest asshole of a Pokemon out there.
Oh, are you running it with the Galvantulas?
The Galvantulas make a nice secondary attacker.
Ah, okay.
So, like, you have this, and then it's like, okay, here's the Galvantula. You come in, and then you can go ahead and anything with an ability, you do 50 more. Mm-hmm, and then on top of that, if you got energy, lightning energy attached too, so you can do about 180 on some stuff, like a KO on a quick Mew.
Oh, okay.
Or even grass weak Pokemon as well. So it is, you're like, okay, I'm already using the Joltik, might as well use the Galvantula while I'm at it.
Mm-hmm.
And Virizion does kind of the same thing too.
Haven't seen that in a while since Zard was a thing.
Yeah, I remember buying it for Lost Box.
Oh. Man. Yeah, I day 2 to regionals with Zard, and almost my entire day 2 was like Lost Boxes with the Virizion, or like the Arctina at the time with the Virizion. I'm like, no, why? Why are you all playing this card? I knew why they were playing it, but I had to complain, you know?
Yeah, you have to. It's like when I hit every single like non-meta deck in the tournament. Like, you're playing Iron Thorns with 4 hammers, and you hit all 4 hammers. GG.
You hate to see it.
You're playing Charizard, Pidgeot, Dusknoir with Grand Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, or you only hit Cloths. Cloth, donked. Cloth, donked. Oh, cool. Thanks. I was like, I spent all this time preparing to play like what ended up being the top 5 decks, and like I'm like, okay, I could beat these rogue deck kind of things, and the rogue deck turned out to be Cloth, which was like one of my worst matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh well, that happens. I got Portland. I got to be smarter than that. But my last cup, my first 2 games, I played 3 turns entirely. My first 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Only 3?
Yeah. First game, I flipped Cornerstone. They flipped Cornerstone. I got Rotom. I set up my bench all nice and big.
Yeah.
They attach pass.
Oh.
Ow. Boom. Terapagos. 240 on the bench. Switch. GG. Then the next game I was playing against Goldango. They go first. Dunsparce, attach, pass.
Mm-hmm.
I go. I have Teal Mask, Cornerstone in the active. I get Teal Mask on the bench. Crispin with the fighting energy on, and then manually attach. Then I have the Teal Mask get an energy acceleration, and then energy switch from that onto the Cornerstone. All in my opening hand.
That's crazy.
I was like, GG, sorry.
Those games always like when you do that and your opponent just doesn't get to play the game. It's always awkward. At least for me. I always apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I just had the cards.
Yeah, that's what happened with me with Cloth. I was just like, I just had it. Which we're actually just waiting on one game now.
They're flying by tonight.
It does. This meta is so much faster. We do have a Pidgey deck.
Ooh, control-ish?
Yes.
Kind of? Interesting.
It was like kind of what what was his name? All Out Blitzel brought to the Doom regionals, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And he took top 8 with it. Top 4 or 8 with it. He did pretty well with it. He just I think he's got he's top cut like almost every Doom regional. He just hasn't won one yet.
He'll get there. He'll get there one day.
It's part of it is because by that time, like he always hits like the worst deck or a player who knows how to play against control, or finally his luck runs out.
Mm-hmm.
And like he played against Gardevoir, who like played Candy and donked him turn 2 on their second turn. And he was like, "Oh, great!" And then like the next game, he kept trying to get something stuck, and they just Turoed, and then recycled the Turos, and it was like just worst possible matchup.
What do you do against that?
Pray. But he played so many other games masterfully, and then we also found a new bug during that time.
In live?
On live.
Uh-huh.
He was playing up against Mysterious Player, who he's a longtime Doom player. We don't know who he is. He's mysterious. We had him on, and this was when he was playing Lugia versus it.
Uh-huh.
And he was playing fans on his Snorlax. It might not have been
the handheld?
Yeah, it might not have been All Out Blitzel, but it was a control deck.
Mm-hmm.
And he used Luminion, which shuffles the deck and the energy back card into the deck. But handheld fan wouldn't resolve itself because there was no energy to move.
Mm-hmm.
So it froze the game.
Oh. Oh no.
And so I had to come in. I had to come in and like I had to make a call. And it was like a halfway rolling. I said, first, I'm sorry, control player, but you cannot bring up fish. I'm like, well, that's a win condition thing. And I go, but they're going to play the legacy energy, and he's going to do this, and it's going to break the game. And I said, if that happens, because we're watching the game,
yeah,
I will count that as a game loss. That is you going after intentionally. But then I turned to a mysterious player and reiterated the same thing to them. If you bring up the fish with a game state like that, and then do that to break the game, that is a game loss. I was asking them to honor it because you knew what he would do trying to stop it. And like it kind of sucked, but otherwise the game would just break and I'd have to either give him a tie or figure something else out.
Oh my gosh.
Which is the hard thing with this. Like we had a stream game where we went into sudden death. And live doesn't treat sudden death correctly.
No, it doesn't.
So now the rule is if you go to sudden death, you both need to exit the game and start a new game.
And then whoever takes the first prize, right?
Right.
In the new game? Mm-hmm.
So it goes like that, but because you're supposed to have a full 6 prizes.
Yes. But they only treat it like 1.
Yeah. I Dragonbane over YouTube. I didn't see... the YouTube comments always weird. They always show up weird for me. Is anyone playing Blissey? Actually, is anyone playing Blissey?
I think I saw one. Oh, are you multi-streaming on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well.
Ah, okay.
I use YouTube as partially like trying to gain some traction over there, but also as a better VOD service than.
Oh, 100%.
And like I don't get as much chat from YouTube. That's why it always throws me off. I think this is it right here. Pocket Sloths. 1-1 drop.
Oh, we hate to see it.
No, that's a different Blissey.
Wait.
I don't think that's Marco's Blissey. Didn't Marcos play Rory Moon in his? That's why we have Limitless. Or Fernando, sorry. Horrible. Yeah, it was. So yeah, that is 100% the list. So one person did, they went 1-1 drop.
No.
Sag. How much time's left? 3.5 minutes. That's good. Close enough to end the round. For our next round. Round 3 is up. Need to find a game. Let's see. Who do we know? Who's streaming? And it doesn't matter what their record is. We're just looking for anybody. Anybody who wants to be on. Oh, Slack King would have been kind of cool.
Oh, someone's running slacking?
Yeah. Arsaladon Poison
That's
versus...
funny.
You know what? I'm going to get this. I want to see a dev word.
Molga?
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at this with the Dun Sparse and the Amolgas. Let me see. Where was he? Oh, it's Deward. That's why. Let's see if they join. We also have Daylight. It's another player. As long as you're streaming in your game, even if we don't go to you right away, we will always jump to a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just always want to try to get a game on. Like we have the ability to put as many games on as we can, unlike in-person events, because there's no physical tables.
Oh no.
I haven't heard back from him yet, but usually he's pretty good. I'm against a guy named Friendly Feast. If not, we could always jump to After Crash, or we could jump to Daylight. So we do have people. We do have some others, but After Crash is up. Dragapult versus Terrabox. Let's go see what Daylight's playing first.
Okay.
I'm trying to cross. Oh, they're up against Prowlers. It's the other side.
Oh, okay. We're going to be seeing Scolipede versus, and I'm assuming looks like Raging Bolt.
Looks like it's kind of a mirror match. Let's do the After Crash. I think After Crash is a much more interesting matchup because I have not seen Dev Word if he's saying yes or no yet. So I'll get their names up, but they're going right now. Which I believe After Crash is actually going to be joining me here in the future. I don't know what day yet, but they will be. If I remember correctly. I'm so bad with scheduling. That's why Emmy takes care of
it. No, that's real. Because before I did VTubing, I was very, very bad with schedules. But I feel like now that I wouldn't say full-time streamer, but now I'm streaming much more often, and I kind of have to treat it like almost like a job. I have to stay on top of everything. So I get it.
There's so many moving parts just for the stream itself, and then like trying to schedule people in. And Emmy just picked it up and ran with it, and I was like, thanks. Like, it was great. And she just, it did it. It's made my life easier. Like, I still schedule people from time to time, but
Mm.
only don't.
Shout out to our girl Emmy for staying on top of everything.
And so I'm like, oh. So people reach out to me, and my usual response is, go bother Emmy. I will forget about you. I'm sorry. So I got, it's not even just that. I have to schedule life. I have to schedule everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I have to just get my nose worked on. It's too big. Daddy said I could have it for my 16th birthday. And now he got it to me 19, I don't know, so 25 years later.
Hey, better than late.
No, I paid for
Better
it.
than oh, not daddy.
Not daddy.
Oh,
Lucha Start hurts. Yeah, so the Lucha Start does absolutely hurt. But they've got the board. They needed it. I think you just go, I mean, you could go Dreepy Badoo. Maybe?
we're seeing perhaps double Dreepy.
Yeah, I think double Dreep's the move here. And you just leave the Halucha in the active.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, what you gotta watch out for Stellar now is you gotta watch out for the Angel Light come in to take care of all that.
Turn 2 Angel Light is very scary.
I think we saw him pull. Yeah, they had the owl. You already had the Terapagos out, so we could see the boss's orders here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends what's all in their hand. Do they have the boss's orders already in hand? Do they have energy already in hand? And do they have the stadium? So we see the boss stadium. So now the question is, do they have energy? They do. Okay.
Oh. We are gonna see the Dreepy with the energy go down to Assault Landing.
No, it's not EV box. It's regular Terra box, Stellar. But earlier we were joking about angel lighting your opponents like every other turn. So anytime I see it, it's like there it is. Hey, no, we do get.
Ooh, okay. Ooh,
Oh,
that would have been nice if the other Dreepy didn't go down, but we do see Nest Ball coming out of the Recon Directive. And it looks like you're thinking about item locking? Or at the very least, one turn.
I think you just bring up the Knocked Owl, attach the energy, item lock for one turn. So if they don't, you don't know if they have another owl in hand or not.
Yeah.
I think he still jocked this turn.
Ooh, okay. We do see the retreat back into the Rotom.
Oh, we got another 3 cards here. And this is the thing about Dragapult. Even though it's kind of getting hit right now, they've used up some resources to even get to this point.
Yeah.
Oh, Poffin first. Gotta Poffin first. You know you want more stuff. You don't want to draw into them. So if you have the ability to get stuff out there before you draw more
Mhm.
cards. Because they've got a pretty good hand otherwise.
Yeah. Looks like we are committing to the double Dreepy.
You. They didn't chuck off.
What? Jock is crazy. Looks like we are gonna commit to Dragapult, which means we are gonna see it go online this turn. We do have the Psychic.
With the Defiant Band on, you could counter catcher up the Terapagos, which it looks like they might be looking at. And you do get the KO on the Terapagos. That would keep you at that would tie you back up in the prize race.
Yes. Ooh, it looks like we're choosing to stamp here.
I mean, 2 prize card down to 2, not bad. Didn't get what you wanted. I think the catcher into the Pagos, we got enough use out of the Defiance Band. You could put like 30-30 onto the Hoot Hoots if you wanted to. And be kind of in a good place. We're going to see a Badoo here.
Okay, we're choosing to Itchy Pollen once again.
Which isn't bad either, because you do keep the Terapagos option now. And then you can put all 6 on the Fan Rotom. I personally like the more aggressive line of play, but I'm not against this move either.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you walk right into their trap.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Still kind of a trap.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what they have in hand, like gust wise or anything, but now they could play something else like an Iono. And you're going to be down a couple cards, and they don't have to use a gusting option now.
Looks like we are going to Iono.
Probably get an energy first onto another Pokemon before. Yeah, even chat saying it too. Yep, this walks right into. We all saw it.
This will be a triple prize turn.
And then getting the Monkey Dory down means wherever they hit into them will make their lives even easier. I mean, you don't even technically. No. They're trying to set up long term.
Yeah.
They're expecting to possibly get hit again. But mind you, they probably do play Clefairy.
Yeah.
That does come into play.
One Clefairy and it's over.
They got 3 cards. They have no bird. They would almost literally have to be. They'd have to win like on this turn. Otherwise, After Crasher has quite a few options. That tells me they didn't. And they're going to have a hard. They play 4 energy switch. So you know what? They can still get the Clefairy going. But it's going to be much, much more difficult than it was before.
Hmm.
So our one player who did not show up the first round has shown up in rounds afterwards.
Do they just take the first round loss?
I
If
guess.
that's the case.
Yeah. That's why we always wait 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're flipping the script. Do they find what they need here?
Psychic Energy, Clefairy, Energy Switch. No, we see the Rotom.
Ooh.
Now, does After Crash here find what they need? That's a bear.
We find that Ursaluna. We can recon director for 2 more cards. See the top 2. See if possibly one of them. You find Latias?
Latias
And
doesn't,
Jacques.
Latias doesn't do enough here.
No. Ooh, okay.
You could go weirdly funny here. Use the Turo on the active.
Mm-hmm.
Remove the possibility. Well, okay, you know what? Do they play? I don't remember seeing a monkey in the list, but I want to double check that Lobo does not have a monkey in their list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they don't. You could have Turo'd the active. Or just hit Counter Catcher anyways.
Oh.
Never punished. Oh, they don't have enough for a 4-price turn, though.
No, they can at max take 3.
You could wipe the owls off the board.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe wiping the owls off the board is your best move.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it leaves them with a top deck and then possibility of whatever they have with a Mew.
Yeah, I think going for the Hoot Hoots is the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, like you could go after the Ogre Pawn, force them to drop the bench, would also shut down the owls.
Mm-hmm.
But again, they priced a lot of Arvins.
The double Arvin price.
Fez and Owl actually would have been right too, but they didn't have 10 damage on the Fez. They didn't put any damage on it. I think double Owl is the way to go.
Yeah.
They'll get like 1 here off restart, 3 off of whatever is there, and they have to naturally get everything now. They can't just get an Owl and like Crispin Nest Ball GG. Oh, Ban would have killed the Fez anyways. Okay. That is essentially the winning condition here. We just see a regular Crispin already. You don't get enough with the Mew.
Mm-hmm.
Could see the Mew try to attack with something. There's Clefairy.
Ooh, we do find Clefairy.
Psychic Attach. Nope. Okay, Clefairy's not coming out.
Oh, we see the energy switch.
So we're going to see a Phantom Dive here from the Mew. They don't have access to Counter Catcher. They've already used Christmas, so Boss is out of the question. And they're Terra. Their A-Spec is Terra Crystal. So that's not going to do any. We're not going to see a Prime Catcher here. Wait, why did it hit for 400? Oh, the Clefairy.
Yeah, it's a Clefairy. It's a psychic.
I forgot
so
the
it hits
Clefairy.
weakness.
The Clefairy ends the game anyways. All right.
Oof.
Let's see. Is Vortex's game still going? We'll jump over there and see. He lost to. Oh man, he played Iono's Belly Bolt.
Oh.
What about?
That's so funny. I love that deck.
All right, we're gonna go down to Penguin real quick. Let's see. Their game is done.
Also finished.
It's always the issue with Tuesdays. It's like we have the rounds and everything moves so much faster.
Yeah.
I forget about that move. That Clefairy. I get too caught up on Clefairy just being Clefairy for itself. Not that it works in tandem with Mew.
Yeah, it works with all psychics. Turns them all into fairies.
That shows you how often I have the opportunity to play the Clefairy.
I've been running Guardy recently, so it's been coming in really clutch in my Dragapult matchups.
No, because now I remember doing a play with the Sylveon onto Dragapult because it hits for 320 if you put the Clefairy down. Which is just enough to KO the Dragapult.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, we are actually just waiting on 6 matches. Let's go ahead and update the standings. And currently, Roaring Moon and Zoroark are our top decks.
Oh!
And then Snowgrave coming in number 3. Actually, is that the same Andrew? I'm double checking. We had the regional Doom, quote unquote, regional championship. It is. Andrew
he
here,
got second.
He got second with this. If you don't know what Snowgrave is, it's Frostlast Monkey Dory.
Very silly. Very silly deck.
And so it does a lot, and I think he added the Maractus into it. Let's see what the difference in the deck is now. Yes, Maractus is new. Gone are the Dradens and Morty's Conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Charm's still there. Gemstone's been added. Counter Game's been added. Looks like a couple of ones. So you can see the evolution. Here's the original, and then here's where they're at now. That's just fun to do. I'm just clicking back and forth because I can.
I love the Gravity Gemstone. It's such a funny card.
But you guys see this. Iono's Belly Bolt.
Oh, you know what? That's very similar to the list I was running too. I was playing it on live for quite a few games. It's fun. I don't ever see it becoming competitive, but I mean, hitting like 300 damage with the Voltorb is always a great time.
I remember when Tapu Lele was one of the big decks. It wasn't every deck, and was 2 colorless energy to do kind of how much was attached to you and your opponent. And there were certain decks that needed a lot of energy attached. It was always fun to take a KO with Tapu Lele.
It was an energy heavy meta back then. You had like the Gardevoir GX that had a bunch of energy on it.
Rayquazas,
bunch of other decks.
But then you also had the Zoroarks, which only needed double colorless. So
yeah,
it was just a straight good Pokemon. I'm wondering when we're going to get our next version of it, because we had the Lumineon that did it, and like we probably won't get it for like another year, but we should be getting another version of it, because like we got Squawkabilly was like Crobat and Shaman, but with a mix of Dedenne thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
And then like only on the first turn, because like Dedenne GX was just insane.
It was crazy times.
Like even looking at this, the top 8 right now, only meta deck is Gardevoir. Maybe Terrabox technically. But
Man, it
otherwise-
was weird, like seeing Terrabox getting hyped up and then it not performing too well
I
in the
think
last regional or two.
I think it was a victim of its own hype.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
People came in ready for it, and they will probably have a better showing the next one or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't count it out yet. I mean, it still has a lot of good plays, a lot of good outs to it, but the weird. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Like he has so many different outs, and we saw like it came in with the Mew and the Lily's Clefairy, and you got the Pikachu. And you just got so many different outs. But like Eevee seemed like to do some of the stuff better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I liked playing it. I still kind of like playing it. So we'll see from there. Which one was that? Weird Guard. The Weird Guardy. Oh, you mean like Weird Guardy list? Because I mean, Nico, I think, is the weird one. Oh yeah, that is kind of weird. You got the Iron Crown.
Oh, huh.
I forgot
Iron
that.
Crown is interesting.
I forgot that Pokemon existed.
Honestly, same. I also forgot.
I think I caught it in a raid or I traded for it, and that was the last I ever saw of it. Dude. I was like, straight to the box you go, right to Pokemon Home. Also, Vinny Brisses, I don't know. Vinny, thank you for the follow. What is it even for? To try its best.
I think it's the
Twin Shuttle.
shuttles to snipe
Dude.
potential Badoos
It's J-Way, thank you for the follow as well.
and babies. Because you can Monkey Dory 30 onto like a Dreepy and then like kill a Dreepy and then Badoo with the twin shuttles.
Yeah. I mean, you also just pick certain things off. Like, it feels weird, but it seems to be working tonight.
That's very interesting. I might try that out. I'm testing Guardy right now, and I'm really liking it. It definitely feels a lot more linear compared to old Guardy, but I don't know.
I told
We'll see.
myself I am not playing Guardy. I am not playing Charizard to my next regional. My last
Uh-oh.
4 regionals have been either Guardy or Charizard.
Oh my gosh.
I went Gardevoir, and then I went to Charizard, then I went back to Gardevoir, and then I did Charizard Dragapult. And I'm like, no.
No.
And the thing is, like, Guardy was like the first time with Guardy, I whiffed day 2. Like, I went in.
Oh.
Charizard, I got absolutely destroyed. Guardy again, I hit like every single Goldango player. One of them was playing 4 Averys. Like, what?
4?
Yeah. So
That's
like he
crazy.
never had a bench because he kept playing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm done. This is dumb. And then I put Charizard Dragapult. I hit nothing in the meta. So like now I'm like, man, I'm just like, I need something fresh, something new. So like,
Oh, go ahead.
that's why I'm looking like Terrabox or Eevee Box, or even was falling off again. Terapagos Buffaloes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got people still playing Sorrel Edge. I might even look at Joltik Box.
I brought Gardevoir to Portland, I think last year.
Are you going
And
to
I played
Portland this year?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. If you do, you can tell me in secret.
Okay.
Or you could just find me at some point because I'm hard to miss like anywhere.
Okay. But I did all 9 rounds at Portland, and I with Gardevoir, and I swore after that day, I didn't make day 2. I swore after that day I would never ever bring Gardevoir to another regional, and I'm enjoying Gardevoir again. So it's on the table for what I plan to bring to my next one or next like big event, but I was very severely traumatized with the last regional I brought it to. Best of 3 9 rounds is very draining.
Yeah.
Especially with that deck.
We got a hotel across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is very nice after that.
Yeah.
We just go there, and I'll send you if you ever, this is a good restaurant to go to in Portland in general if you're ever in Portland. But I'm not going to tell everyone else because it's my secret restaurant.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's like it's not too far from the venue. The pricing was fairly good. And there was like never anybody there.
And the food is good?
Oh, the food was great. If you like pub food, but like it was.
I do.
But it was right there, and then they had like a kitten place right beside it. So like we had all had some drinks, and then we're like looking at the kittens like at 10 at night, going, "Oh,
that's amazing."
I'm like, kitties, and then the little kitties.
I need the address now. Yeah, when I went to Portland last year, I took some recommendations from locals for me and my group, and we went to this chicken place like the night before I was flying back out, and I got food poisoning the next day, and I had like a few hour flight home, and it was one of the worst flights of my life. But it was like it was a chicken wing place, and it was really good, but I just don't think they cooked it all the way. I can't even remember the restaurant. It was somewhere in downtown Portland.
I actually think I might know which one you're talking about because I remember reading about like there was a huge like outbreak. Which there was a I was watching a video about a steampunk convention where everyone caught norovirus.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, that might be it because everybody in my group got sick.
Yeah.
We were all dying like the next day at the airport.
Like I was just also a little off topic here. We're looking at this just straight Flareon list.
Oh,
that's like
interesting. Basic. One monkey dory.
How much their food still is. Yeah, their food went a little bit up in price, but not that bad. Still worth it. Don't if you're in Portland, do not go to the Red Robin near there, the convention center.
Oh no, what's wrong with the Red Robin?
We've gotten food poisoning there multiple times.
Multiple times. That's wild.
The Denny's, buy it. It's cool. Burgerville, great. Go to those places. They're fine. Red Robin, don't touch. I used to live in Portland like a decade ago. Like me and Mrs. Doom realized that recently. Like, do you remember living in Oregon? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, that was like 10 years ago. I'm like, yeah. But
did you like it?
I love living in Portland.
But
like that's the one in that whole area. That's the one restaurant you dodge. Like there's a Wendy's further up, and McDonald's, and other places. Like they're all fine. You don't go to the Red Robin.
I haven't been to a Red Robin in I feel like 8 years. The last time I went, I don't know if they're still doing like bottomless fries.
They are. Like I've been to. I'll take my youngest Red Robin because of the bottomless fries. Like I lived in Portland when Voodoo Donuts first started out,
Hmm.
and again, age myself. We'd show up, we would get drunk, and then we'd go buy a bucket of donuts from Voodoo Donuts at like 3 a.m. They were all day old donuts. They literally threw into a big pink bucket for like $5, and you had no idea what you were getting into it. Well, it was just a pink bucket full of donuts at 3 a.m.
That sounds like a good time on a
Yep.
few drinks.
But now they're so corporate and everything, and it's just like, oh,
Aww.
how is Terra Box and
Remember it
Dust,
all.
Dragapult Dusknoir still going? We've got a minute. Finish your match. Oh, that had disconnect and then restarted.
Oh no.
So we'll have to see. There, it sucks. I'll also know this. I think if I remember right, the Burnside Bridge is closed in Portland for anyone going. So, and that's near the convention center. So try to make sure to know. It's closing soon. They have to replace like the whole bridge.
I will say, out of all the regionals I've been to, Portland has been my favorite. I really liked the venue last year. I thought it was beautiful.
There it goes. All right. Someone reported it, but the time ran out. Or I think it did or didn't. I don't know. Something got screwed up. I reported it correctly. Make sure it's all correct. Okay. Now we're having issues. Here it came. Here it comes.
Oh no.
I'm looking into their chat log. At that point, the game crashed well into the game. Yeah, that's an auto loss. Like you do need to call a judge.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, like they even said I disconnected everything. There's everything in chat for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping the result as it is. And okay, it looks like the other person just ended up. And it's for fun. Yes, this is a tournament for fun, but some people take it super seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything. And so I was like, I have to, I hate to say be on the defensive to start, but I have to be on the defensive to start.
Yeah.
And so they'll come in and then you end up with 10 pages of various things. And then you're like, oh, All right, let's see. D Ward is up against. Oh, I actually have to do this because we have to curse Cash here. I'm sorry, but we gotta watch from the other side,
Oh,
which they are.
this
already,
is Poison Bridge.
Yes. Poison Bridge up against Dragapult Dusknoir. So there is opportunity here for a donk. But also, like I said, I just need to. Anytime I have Cash on, either he wins the whole tournament or he gets donked.
No in between.
And also Cash is number 1 in the Doom Championship Series points right now.
Mm-hmm.
The dude has just been crazy on those numbers. Which I was actually surprised to have 180 people sign up on a Tuesday night at 8.
Is that not normal?
We had times where we've done like 140.
Mm-hmm.
Normally we'll do about 110, but
Yeah.
like 100, 160, almost up to 180. Sometimes that is not normal.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been averaging on the Friday night tournaments right now almost 300 players.
That's crazy. How do you manage that?
Poorly. But I know I have, well, Emmy's a big help with stuff. Like she helps in a way. I have a couple judges that will help out. Surprisingly, you don't need too many judges. Oh man, this hand sucks.
Yeah, there's really not much you can do here. Luckily, Dragapult is a slower-ish deck, so you could hope that maybe your top deck could be something good, but it looks like we are just going to be attaching and passing the turn. Oh, it looks like you just see also the attach retreat and then itchy pollen. Okay,
Okay, this
the Carmine.
This could hurt really bad.
Yeah, I mean, dumping 2 boosters. Your Mochi, Palpad, Stretcher does hurt a lot, and we don't see much.
We've got an energy. Got a Kieran.
Yeah.
They're kind of getting set up.
Yeah. Looks like Cash is going to be winning the setup game here. No Duraludons hurt so bad.
What did I say here? Either Cash wins it all.
Ooh,
Or he
another
gets
itchy
donked.
pollen.
What we get here? Brute Bonnet.
We have the Brute Bonnet. No booster though, so
Do you Kieran here into the Brute Bonnet?
no, I think we just pass.
Yeah, there is downtime tomorrow, but also I think in general there's still a lot of people wanting tournaments.
Mm.
There's just not as many. We had the same issue before where there was just not as many tournament organizers that people wanted.
Mm-hmm.
More Brute Bonnets.
Another one. No energy to attach for this turn. So it looks like we might be Kieraning?
It kind of sucks to Kieran here, but
Yeah, it does. There really isn't any good option here. I mean, being item locked, not being able to use Pokegear to like look for another draw support or anything really, really hurts. So it does look like we are going to be switching into Brute Bonnet and passing.
Oh.
That sucks so bad. We're at the mercy of the little Badoo. Oh man.
I was hoping.
This is a rough game. Right. And nothing.
This is the saddest game of all time. Well, it could
This
be.
is really sad. Recon directive.
Suddenly 1 a.m. Yeah, I mean it's only 10:30 here. Or 10:20, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
For now. Like
And the itchy pollen.
I mean, does Cash need to do anything else other than just keep itchy pollinating right now? Like,
oh my gosh, these top decks. Oh, looks like we're gonna be Dusclopsing onto the bear. Maybe we can get something good off prize. Oh, we finally see a Duraludon.
but this is the bear die.
Oh no. Rest in peace, the bear. It will be another turn before we see a possible Archaludon, but
Like, I know you're kind of far behind, but like, yeah, do you keep going or do you?
yeah.
Because it is one of those things. Do you give up some right now, or do you just keep it going?
At least we can use items now, so that is an option.
So you could get
Squawk and Bot.
another Duraludon down.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, we whiff the Pokegear. That really hurts. Earthen Vessel in the jungle. Grabbing 2 metal energies? Man, how do you as the Archaludon player win here? Feels like the Dragapult is just so ahead.
There goes one Duraludon. Yeah, this just feels like it's out of hand.
Yeah. All it takes is a Hawlucha boss, and that cleans up the game.
And there it was.
Yeah. So unfortunate.
But that happens. They played it out. They tried, and it was just itchy pollen, itchy pollen, itchy pollen. What can you do about it?
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, let's
That was
see.
pretty painful to watch.
Let's go see how Penguins game's going. Well, let's see if we got a quick palette. Oh no, that one's done. Or let's see, Mr. Vortex, maybe.
Ooh.
Almost done. Very close to
Yeah.
being done, but we'll get it up for everyone so they can at least see.
Oh, they're running the buffaloes in this list.
Yes.
And there goes another one.
See, Devor, now I'm thinking about it, you could have manually attached all to the Pheasantipity and then start picking stuff off the bench.
Yeah. You're quick searching here.
Two French Fez. What is the French Fez name?
French Fez.
Faviano? Faviano. It is me, your boy, Faviano.
That's so funny. Looks like we're gonna commit to bear.
I mean, you could try to keep the Hydreigon up there, but you take the KO and you're hoping you got one energy. You're hoping they don't have enough energy or Pokemon left to be able to do it.
Yeah. They do have one more Hoot. Okay, one nest ball.
That puts them to 150. They're still 30, 40 short because they need two more.
Yeah. If they can find it off of Fez here. Oh.
No, they were at the right.
Never mind.
Never mind. They were
They're
at the
right,
right
yeah.
numbers. My math is bad. I am
okay, math
still.
is hard.
I'm still trying to remember my Terapagos math. All right. I think everyone who's streaming is done.
How many?
There is 10 matches left.
Okay. Not too bad.
Not too bad. It's moving as long as we don't end up with another issue with like someone having a disconnect and not reporting it to judges.
Mm-hmm.
But as it is right now, Bird Boy and Hyper TK are both undefeated. Though at the end, it will be only 160. So we should be down to 4 this round, and then 2 to finish it out.
Okay.
So like Recasper here with the Enzorark has a possibility. Sally Andrew didn't win. Terrabox here didn't win. Joltik Box didn't win. Devward also redeemed a random fact, so we need to find a random fact. Looking. Full send. Do the Polt. Polt's good. Did you know that the eggplant is called the eggplant because when it is young, it looks exactly like an egg?
Is that true?
That is true.
That I had no idea.
I will pop a picture of it up on stream real quick.
Oh. It does look like an egg. That's so funny.
So when it's purple, it's ripe. I
feel like I should know that. I eat so much eggplant.
I don't. I'm very carnivorous.
Fair enough.
As my dinner tonight was Starburst jelly beans, but jump scare. Oh, actually, it was pizza today. We had Domino's has like a sale on pizzas right now. So it was like $10 for like one of their like one of their like menu price pizzas where it's like usually like $25-$30. It's like I could do that. I'll do that.
That's not bad.
Well, here's a fun fact from before. That was the older one, and it's a little bit timely now. Did you know they have they make a special hammer to hit the Pope in the head with when they die to make sure they are dead?
A special hammer?
Yeah, they make it their own hammer, like each Pope.
Is it made of like a special material?
It's like silver. It's mostly ceremonial.
I see. Interesting.
I don't think they do it anymore. But they have different ones, like this is all ornamental, and they kind of just go up and tap them in the head with it. They're not like driving a nail into it. But it was just to make sure, like, if you hit someone in the middle of the head with a hammer and they don't wake up, you're like, oh, either I killed them, or they're faking their death. I don't know why they started it, but it was just kind of an interesting thing.
Huh.
And like it really is like it's like this one was like all gold and has all this ornamentation on it. It's like overly complex for something as simple as that.
That's hilarious. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, like it's even, right now there's a lot of articles even talking about like what they do. And there's so many things, like they like tape off the Pope's residence, and then they do that. They tape it off, like shut it, because people used to break in and steal stuff. So they could go sell off, like, you know, hey, I got the Pope's underwear, that kind of stuff. And like there's all these things, and there's like 9 days of mourning, and then they go into like a meeting, and like when this meeting ends, like we should know who the new Pope is right when Eurovision starts.
Yeah.
So like the new Pope can watch Eurovision, I guess. which I love Eurovision. That's always fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen Eurovision, but I have friends who really, really enjoy it.
The one that got me into it was like 2006, 2005. It was Lordi from Sweden. It was a monster metal band one.
Oh.
Like they came out in full costumes, like all like one's like a mummy and or was like some other weird thing, like kind of Guar, but like safe for work.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out with like a song like Hard Rock Hallelujah, and they won. And then one of my favorite house, I want to say house bands, was a techno band, Little Big, was winning the 2021 before they thought was going to win the 2021.
Mm-hmm.
But then COVID happened and they canceled the whole thing. But
Aww.
but like off views and like early votes, they thought it was going to be a runaway for them. ABBA as well. I think Celine Dion was in it at one point.
Eurovision?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Interesting. Yeah,
she
I've never.
She competed
go ahead,
for
right.
Switzerland,
Oh, is she from there?
I guess. She was from Quebec, but why was she performing for Switzerland? Huh.
That is I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, she
Maybe
sung
we
a lot
will.
of French and stuff, so. Waiting on one match. 12 minutes ago. Yeah, Quebec's Canadian. It's like where all the French people in Canada live. So we do have our 4-4-0s. We've got Pigeon Control, we got Gardevoir, Iono's Belly Bolt, and Roaring Moon. I will start reaching out to those four and see who would be able to. Because at least try to get them on, and hopefully whoever goes 5-0, we can get them on, because I'd like to try to get that match on.
Mm-hmm.
Bolt's Pride. Oh my god. That's the way to win. If you know you can't win with like bolts, find another way to win. Or always a good way is Prey. Also, see with J-Way's streaming now, so we can also watch Joltik Box next round.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see it's J-Way, see how that deck functions. And we watch it and they start bear pass and they get donked. 'Cause that's my luck. I should really install like marbles on stream for like when we have long ones like this.
They're always super fun. I've never tried it, but I've played it on a few other people's streams.
Oh, same here.
Or like words on stream is fun too.
There's round ended. There we go. One of my favorite Fortnite people to watch is Bush Camp Dad,
Mm-hmm.
and he keeps words on stream up like all night.
It's super fun. I've done that too. When I did my marathon, whenever I was asleep, I had words on stream, and then I had the little fishing game as well. So people can like fish and chat, and it shows up on the screen what they got.
Oh, they're up against After Crash. There we go. I did the longest stream I've ever done was a 16-hour stream.
Holy moly.
And
How did that go for you?
It was tiresome because at the time I was still doing art on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was doing whatever it's called. The game's going, I'll have it up here in a second. I'm just updating everything. You donated like so many subs, I would do a commission.
Mm-hmm.
And people came in and kept buying commissions that way. And it added to like it didn't really add to the time, but it was still like kept going. I kept drawing things for people, and then I'd play games. And then at one point, Bags donated enough money to turn it into like a hot tub stream at the time. So I brought one of my kiddie pools up from downstairs, and I filled it with a bunch of water from like a pitcher as much as I could, and I sat there like just like my butt touching the water. I sat there, yay! It's a hot tub stream now. Ooh. And my wife was like, why was there a pool upstairs?
Have to explain to her.
And this trend doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it isn't. And we just passed with Iron Hands up in the front.
All right, my brother has been watching because he just messaged me. Angelite means nothing when I could reaccelerate and ride on it back. And it was because he's playing Joltik Box. I'm like, whatever. You don't know.
And here we go again with the Itchy Pollen.
Oh, what a top deck.
That was crazy. Insane top deck.
These are the top decks you write home about. Dear Mom and Dad, I top decked Lightning Energy when I had nothing else in hand. I was able to attack with my Joltik. Iron Hands rules.
Artisaning. It looks like we are gonna whiff the Artisan. And there is the Jolting Charge for energy. Now the question is, who are we going to put the energy on? And I think the most obvious answer is the Iron Hands.
Mr. Big Shot himself. Because, I mean, if you can get ahead in the race here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an insane top deck. 4 energy off the bat.
Sorry, I was eating some jelly beans.
No, you're good.
They're just delicious. All right. I will definitely say I missed sleeping last week because, like, after I had the surgery, I had to sleep on my back at an elevated position for like 3-4 days.
Well, did that hurt?
I've never sleep on my back. I sleep on my side.
Oh, fair enough. I'm also a side sleeper. I can't fall asleep on my back either.
Or I sleep on my belly, kind of like at an angle. So I had nothing but trouble trying to sleep for like 3 days.
Oh no.
This recon directive's taking some time. That usually isn't a good thing.
Yeah. Probably not the most obvious choice for that recon directive.
Now, this becomes the next question for the Joltik. Do you try and get another Iron Hands down here? Get more out there? or do you just come up and take the two prizes now? Because you know they play band. And so even without the 10 damage, the Iron Hands is in a very poor place.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Or you can just boss his or his top deck.
Ooh. The top deck is working really well for Jay here.
This is a main character energy.
This is main character energy. And we are going to be seeing the amp you very much.
Money.
Thank you for the 1,322 bits, Heat Miser.
It's a very exact number.
It was to pass Stellar Wish Gaming on the all-time charts by 1 bit.
Makes sense.
There's no way he's beating Guaps, our number one person, because it goes from 22,000 down to 6,000.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, unless he's going to spend like 16,000 bits, which I don't think he would, considering he's my brother. He did purely so Stellar Wish is now in seconds. I don't care that much. Now, I'm assuming we're going to see another Itchy Pollen here. And then if things keep going the way it's been, Jay is going to top deck another boss's orders.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
I mean, at this point, they can still KO like almost anything in R2.
Yeah.
There's the Arven. We're not going to see a stamp because the stamp doesn't live here anymore. Stamp's got a new forwarding address. It says forward to the discard. All right. Have you played Tatsuguri in any decks?
Me?
Yes.
I have not. I saw some Guardiolus running it, but with my luck, I'm probably gonna whiff it every single time. So I don't play it now.
Right, I'm like that
Have
too.
you?
I tried. A couple decks I tried it with. I felt like it wants to be Stellar Wish Jirachi. It's just poor at it.
It does. Yeah. Looks like. Ooh, Iona?
I mean, you're just resetting their hands.
Yeah.
I don't think you're doing too much there.
No. It looks like we are just gonna amp once again. Taking another 2 prizes. And we find Crispin.
Crispin could be for game.
It could. It very well could.
Apartment voice boo, Twitch boo. Read you a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a kitten, and it lived in a bedroom, and then it got kicked out, and now it lives in an office.
That's a
Mhm.
little too real.
And right now it's sleeping on a pillow. Oh, we got a deck list error this late in the tournament?
Uh-oh.
How do I reach these kids? No. Oh, okay. So did they with the Dragon Bolt? Now, do they have?
Oh.
Do they have everything else?
We need a few pieces here. We need Defiance Band, right?
Need Defiance Band. At least take care of the Dragapult.
Mm-hmm.
And you would need, like, we know they need an Iono. They don't know that they need an Iono.
Mm-hmm.
Then that same kitten just bit my foot.
Oh no. Looks like the Iono is happening. 2 cards.
Oh, I forgot about that. Then we have another one with setup. How have you not set up yet? Like, you should have been set up 13 minutes ago.
A match?
Yeah, they haven't even started.
Oh. Huh. That's strange.
Yes, I did see about the front runners.
And does look like the Iron Hands lives to see another day, and the top deck once again. Oh my god. Oh Lord.
How many times is this deck just going to? Why won't you die? Okay, actually, you know what? We're gonna go to Penguins game real quick because I think they're still going, and this actually might be the issue.
That's crazy. That last game.
No, it isn't. But oh, this is against Hops. This is interesting. At least get a
Oh,
game
and they're
up.
playing the Genesect.
So Raging Bolt versus that.
Mm-hmm. Had a Hobbs Cramorant with the band. And they're playing I believe that's the Slitherwing, right? The baby one?
Yes. And the Raging Bolt.
Interesting.
Are they looking for the Latios possibly? But they need more energy on the Raging Bolt and everything.
It's like we're gonna teal dance. Not boss. Hey, it looks like we are just gonna Bellowing Thunder. 2 energies away. I mean, that's the best you can do.
It's like the big problem is that Cramorant can still attack, but
Yeah.
they don't have a lot of energy right now on onto the Snorlax. So Snorlax is not really attacking. Double doesn't really attack either.
No.
And maybe in a really bad spot because like if Raging Bolt takes one more prize, then Cramorant's completely out.
Yeah. That is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, they only just got the game going now.
Mm-hmm. There's the 9th stretcher for energy? Oh. Alright, there's the Cramorant.
Pickle spitting 180. So it's not out of the way, but you gotta kind of get that Raging Bolt out of there now.
Yeah.
That's where Latias might have come in really nice.
Looks like the Ultra Ball. The boss is still in there. Do Iono here. Energy retrieval? It looks like we are gonna go into Slitherwing and stomp off, discarding 1 card.
Okay, I'll bring up what the deck list error was. It was from Snowgrave.
Oh.
And people asked earlier why no basic darkness energy. It was supposed to be basic darkness energies, and they exported it as psychic. And usually we can try and get a deck list submission kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it put it as a psychic. So we're trying to see if we can get it to replicate.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not having any success with it right now. I'm going to try their complete list.
Yeah. That's a little bit unfortunate. Pickle spitting puts him at 1 prize left.
To 3. And the bear sitting there waiting.
Looks like we're gonna Sada.
Don't have access to Prime Catcher.
Two Ultra Balls. Interesting. Yeah, I think this one is just a concede.
So Hobbs is having a pretty good run then.
That's... Huh.
So you have Devore is still going. Nope, they are done too. We're actually almost done with the round, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, that says that. I'm double checking everything. Darkness energy. That's so weird. Like, I'm just trying to find out what energy they're using.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many energy in the game.
Like, because it helps us in general if we know, like, if I can help them someone in the future.
Yeah.
And for this, I have to give them the deck list error for now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know, it gives us a little bit more, and like we can add it to our thing. Like, oh yeah, no, what energy are you using, et cetera, because it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to just give them a game loss because it doesn't make sense. But it's not like a super easy figure out. Where like Chin Pao had a deck list error where it exported Relors instead of Baxcaliburs. But the thing is, Relors and Baxcaliburs are like right beside each other.
Yeah.
And we were able to replicate it. I'm just not able to replicate it right now.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to find out what energy type it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying using black-white energy. It's so weird. So yeah, he says black white. So I'm gonna look up live and see as our finals, quote unquote finals, is Bellybolt versus Gardevoir.
Oh my god, Bellybolt!
Yeah, here, let me move us to the hangout real quick. And I'm going to reach out to both players, and I will find out if they're able to.
I'm excited. I love Bellybolt. I think it's a super silly deck.
Dude. It sounds like it's black-white energy is causing the issue.
Oh, okay.
So I am going in and I'm checking it out right now. I'm going to change it all to like black, white, dark. Because I should have black, white, darks. Should have a bunch of those.
Oh my gosh, black and white was so long ago.
Okay. Right, saved it. What I don't own? Oh, the Arvins. I don't own any regular art Arvins.
You don't?
Okay, I have like 2 or 3, but almost all I have like all full arts. So I was like, you don't own the Arvins. I'm like, what? And it's like, nope. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time in the limo set and Jen. Submit. That was the wrong list. Like, why is that Eevee box? Oh. All right. Huh. It's just giving me an error.
Just export or importing it?
Yeah, it says card basic energy B-Walt not found, and it's just not even giving me a card.
Huh.
Huh.
That's strange.
I'll put up the Belly Bowl list here for a minute while I figure this out.
Huh. A belly bolt list looks so fun. I might yoink it after this stream.
All right, I'm gonna add that to the list of bugs. It's such a weird bug. Like, I don't know if it's a limitless platform bug or if it's a live error bug.
Mm-hmm.
But round 6 is up. I'm gonna find out if I can get any of those players. Right, I think that's what the problem was. This is a BW alt.
Man.
And I always say this as well. Nobody is required to stream.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, if you want to, you can. If you don't feel comfortable about it, you don't have to. You just say, sorry, I don't want to, and that's fine. We can always find another game.
Yeah.
Whatever encouragement, that's what I've been missing. Like, I didn't even look at this full list. If their opponent wants to, cool. Again, if they don't want to, again, fully up to the players. Yeah, I think there's a couple other people I could reach out to. Cash, if you're still in chat, could you just put your game up as a backup? It looks like he might be able to. Let me double check this is who I think it is. Oh, this is Ken. Okay, we do have a game that would be Tank Turtle. Or no, I'm just seeing if they can or not. Again, we have a couple people we can always go to. Looks like we got the 5 O's. They are saying, Jose is saying they can.
Oh, nice.
So we will get C from the belly bolt side. Which I do need the Discord link real quick.
I'm excited. I love Belly Bolt. Such a fun Pokemon.
Table 4. All right, here we go.
Okay.
And Nico asked in the game chat, I asked him about would we ever do like post game interviews with players? We had done that before. And the issue that came from it is we had a couple players break that trust. Like they came in.
No.
They came in saying some pretty nasty stuff.
What? Really?
Yeah, like about their opponent and other things. Like they thought it was just online tournament. I'll trash talk all I want, kind of thing. And that's not how we do things. And so I'm trying to figure out a better system for it. Because the other problem is also you get people come in, they like blow out your microphone, kind of thing, blow out your ears.
Oh.
So
yeah, I don't want that on stream.
There's interest in it. Viewers want it. Players want it. It's trying to give it with like so much because like Pokemon does it. I know there's like a delay still. And also like if you do something, you'd be like they can just never bring you back on stream. They can like ban you from the events. I could do the same thing. But I try not to. It was a really early thing, Cash. It was an early thing, and then I brought it back for a while, and then I just can't do it. Like I want if I do bring it back, I would want to do it for a regional.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, the easiest way to do it would be just need to create like a TM evolution here. No, yeah, like a we'll be back screen real quick. Bring them into a room, test their mic real quick, make sure everything's fine if they can, and then set it up with like one of the casters. Because there's a little bit more time with that. So yeah, there was just some people like, "Hey, I've got a platform." And then
I'll never understand that. Digital footprints exist. So it's like, why act poorly on the internet, you know?
Exactly.
Or sportsmanship. You hate to see it.
Happens. I think the majority of calls we'll get outside of like, oh, my game crashed, is someone being like poor sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate.
Which both of these players are having a pretty good start.
They are. I mean, finding the blender off of Arven. I mean, that's really good. We do have the belly bolt, so that does open up the option to basically infinitely attach lightning energies anywhere to any of Iono's Pokemon.
Because I 100% have no idea how to play Iono's deck. And this is the first time I've had it on.
It's fun. I've played quite a few games on ladder. I've played it on Steam. It's really silly. It's basically just Excalibur, but for Iono's Pokemon. Lots of drawing. You squove it, draw off of Kilowatt Roll. But it does look like you're searching here. Electric Streamer. Are we thinking about squoviting? It looks like we are gonna nest dash. Draw one. We find Ultra Ball. So if we were trigger the Voltorb, should at max do 60. But it looks like we're gonna opt to tiny charge.
Little bitty tiny charge. I have the kid trying to attack my headphones right now. I'm gonna put you back in the bedroom.
There's the second Curlia.
Well, Jayway, you used up all your main character energy the last round.
Yeah. No top decking anything you need. That's just not gonna happen this stream. Ooh, Iron Crown.
All right. Looks like everything's finally calmed down. Okay, cool. Now I can focus on the games again. Was that? Oh, I keep seeing the Iron Crown. Are they attacking with the Iron Crown?
It looks like they are putting 50 on 2 Pokemon.
As you can see, I would say, I don't know, 50 on Squovit, 50 on Voltorb?
Perhaps. Oh, it looks like we're going on Tadbulb and Voltorb. We have 3 energy in hand, which isn't bad.
How much does Belly Bowl even hit for?
I think 220, 230, 230.
230, so that's within range.
Mm-hmm. Do you find an Iono of our own? But we're planning to just whiff it. Nestash. 1. Electric Streamer. And we're gonna Flashing Draw for a fresh 6. 2 more energies, which is enough for the Belly Bolt to swing here.
Which will give him the KO, which will put him ahead in the prize race.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's like, Iron Crown, what the heck? Yes, both these decks are very interesting and weird. That is the best way we can put it. And I would 100% agree here. You got to evolve the other Watchful into Belly Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Just so much energy. So I get coming out with that Iron Crown, but having that 60 damage on there almost essentially negated the charm anyways. So felt a little bad.
Yeah, that Belly Bolt is a threat, but it does have a once you attack, it can't attack again. So you either have to find a way to reset it, or you just have to. You can't attack from 1 turn. Which you have the option to retreat here because you do have Levincia, which recycles or puts back energy from your discard pile back into your hand. So there shouldn't be a problem retreating here, but it looks like Drifloon is going to be taking the knockout.
Yeah, I think Drifloon's going to do what it does best. It's going to take the Belly Bolt to a volcano and drop it in. If you ever read Drifloon's Pokédex entries, they are very creepy and very
I know. I was playing Shining Pearl a while ago on stream, and there was this one line that was really funny. There was like this little girl by like the windmills, and she was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to ask my dad if I can go play with like the Drifloon or something outside." Like, no, don't do that. Don't play with the Drifloon.
Second Marcus of Foley. I don't think you need that much of the Bling Out Iono deck.
The belly bolts, if you go for the SIR, could run you quite a bit of money. I think they're around like $90, $80 per belly bolt.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, 85. The golds are 30. The full arts are 5. And if
Not bad, not bad.
And if you just want to play it normally, it's 80 cents. Now the question is, what do you? Oh, I didn't see him. What do you do here to like come back? Like, you get an easy KO, but that 50 damage on that Voltorb is absolutely horrible because they're going to
just monkey dory it at some point during the game. That's just a free prize.
You're not hitting hard enough to KO the.
No.
But you could. You're still an energy short.
You could swing with Tadbulb here for 30, knock out the Drifloon, but I mean, like you said, the Voltorb is still there. So, I mean, you play your cards right. The Gardevoir player could take 3 prizes here in 1 turn, so you have to be a little careful.
How much is it hitting now? Because if you go after the Mew EX, oh, you had the boss.
Yeah.
Because if you're hitting hard enough, that would get you 2 prizes there.
Yeah. 140. We do have energy, superior energy retrieval. There's 7 energy and drop. But I feel like, yeah, it's a little tough.
And they're at 240, which I mean, great. But you already put the boss away.
All right, 4 more cards. We do find letter. How big are we swinging? We're swinging for 260. Which is more than enough to kill the Drifloon. All right.
Let's see what their answer is.
Do they have the Monkey Dory dark energy here? Is the question.
They play a 2-2 line, so I mean, it has to be in there.
Ooh. We are counter-catching. Research. There was a dark energy in the hand, but no Monkey Dory. But it looks like we can find one right here. They have the Night Stretcher or dark? They do have the dark. So it looks like this Voltorb could be going, or is going to be going down.
Just let everyone know we only have 4 matches left, including this one, so things are moving. Starting to feel bad. Like that needed to be a 2-price turn for that belly bolt.
Yeah.
I don't think enough people think about the 7-prize game versus the 6-prize game.
Mm-hmm. It does look like we are opting to take out the second Tadbulb on the bench. 2 prize turn for the Gardevoir. Alright, we do find another Voltorb. But it might be risky to play it down now. Just because that's just easy Monkey Dory kill. But it looks like our boss and Counter Catcher are both in deck.
If you can get one or the other, you either go after the Gardevoir, if you can get enough energy. Well, that's going to hurt because you got an Electric Streamer here.
Mm-hmm.
Then either your Nest Dash or something else. Like you're going to be putting a lot more energy in the discard.
Alright, it looks like we are going to be attaching to the Voltorb. We do find Counter Catcher here?
My Counter Catcher. I'm going to bring up the Mew. I don't know if you might not have enough energy to KO with a Voltorb.
Yeah, we do have SER, so... But that's still... I don't think that's enough.
What you also have the ability here, though, by taking out that Mew, is this Iono will stick so much more.
Yeah.
Then we'll get top deck and then possibly clear that hand out and get 3 more. None of that. Just that is your hand. That is what you deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's something like people like not misunderstand, forget that it's Mew's a good draw. Like I don't know how many people play during Oranguru Instruct. I mean, KOing Monkey wasn't off either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're just going to see the Belly Bolt itself attack, which is still 10 off from the Gardevoir anyways.
Ooh, all right, we're down to the wire now.
Yeah.
Night Stretcher.
Watch this Night Stretcher, Drifloon, and they're going to attach a... no, it's the Mew. Okay.
It looks like they might...
they're going to use Mew's attack is against it. That's where I was kind of like a one prizer would have made more sense. Wait. Do they have enough energy in the discard?
Oh, that's a very good question. Oh, they're one off. They're 1 energy off.
There it is.
Oh, they have it. They found it. They found it. They found it.
I'm so used to them just having energy all the time.
Yeah. Just Monkey Dory. 30 onto the Belly Bolt. Genome hacking. Do a nice clean 230 for the last 2 prizes.
Wow. And this did come down to the wire.
Yeah.
But I think it did all come back to was just missing. Iono here, just missing that 1 energy.
Yeah.
That one energy, that one KO against Mew.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that much earlier, I think we're talking a different game. But
yeah,
they hit when they did. So I will show.
Already comes out on top tonight.
So we are looking at Iono here, but Iono's just showing it because like everyone's seen Guardian. We've all seen this, right? Like Brilliant Blender, the Ancient Booster Energy is actually really nice on top of having with the Bravery Charm. That prevents special condition like KO. So like you can have your little guy up there a little bit longer. And you're not going to get poison KO'd. And then the Iron Crown, which was in some Japanese lists, so it has been out there. But very pretty. I wouldn't say cut and dry Gardevoir. It's what we're seeing for Gardevoir. Runs well. It plays well. And Nico also says Ancient Booster into the Flutter Mane, and then you can't get poisoned out either. So you have two Pokemon that you can benefit from. No poison, nothing happens. And I know I saw Iron Crown like on a Japanese list somewhere once, but even then, being your own thing, it makes sense too. It's very interesting addition. So this is your winner. This is your winner challenge tonight. That was actually it. That was every match is done. End the round. End tournament. There we go. I mean, here's our final. We'll get our final standings here. So our winner is Nico W. Bird Boy 2000 coming in second place here with Pidgeot Control. Iono's Belly Bolt having a very strong showing here. Number 3. Joltik Box coming in number 4. Worry Moon coming in number 5. Dragapult Dusknoir number 6. Hopzation at 4-2 at number 7. And your number 8 is Dragapult Dusknoir. Her followed up by Snowgrave and Tropicos Noctowl.
What an interesting top 8.
I know. Like
it's kind of crazy.
Like people also talk about like the blender and Gardevoir not being sold on it. Chat was. I'm not so sure either. I like the secret box. Like I get blender, but secret box just seems so much better to me. But yeah,
fair enough.
But this is what the challenge is all about. The challenge is where you bring your weird decks, you get hot, 6-0, done. You bring like I would expect this Friday with Iono's Belly Bolt if someone brings it. I hate to say there might be 9 rounds. You go 4-3. Or 4 or 6-3 or something, right? And that happens. This is you just have to be getting right there. And like Daycamp just said in chat, classic Doom top 8, 100%. But let's actually look at real quick what the DCS standings were real quick before we decide to call it a night here. Cash is still number 1. Cash is so far ahead of number 1. He's going to get more points tonight.
That is a lot of points.
Yeah, look at all the tournaments he's placed in for points. And then we added a kicker for tournaments of over a certain size, and he got more points from it. So I'm like, oh, is that a kicker? And all of a sudden, Cash went from like 470 to 525. I was like, oh, that just only benefited him. But you see so many of our players, like all at Blitzel here, all they've played in is the regionals, and they're that high in points because of how well they've done.
Do they get like a prize or something at the end of the season?
The top 16 players all get instant day 2 into the Dooms World Tournament, which I'm gathering the pricing for. Last year we had the Champions Playmat. I put in a bunch of Illustrator Rare cards like Regidrago V, Illustrator Rare, Bibarel, Bidoof, a couple cards that were all meta relevant at the time, Illustrator Rares. And then a package from Ultimate Guard, which like itself was like $200. So I think it was like almost $500 worth of pricing by the end. Just only for first place.
Oh my gosh.
So, and if you win the regional, you get instant day 2. So we have the top 16 plus the 3 regional winners. That'll be 19 people who instantly get day 2. And if there's ties like at 16, everyone makes it at a certain point. So like I'm being very generous with it as it is. And Doom Worlds will be just like the regionals. It'll start on a Saturday, go through to Sunday. We'll stream the whole thing. We'll have people. We'll have lunch. We'll have fun. It's like 2 weeks before Worlds, so it's the format Worlds will be in. So everybody can come. So you can come in and play best of 3 during the day, not super late at night. Everyone can play in day 1. I could make it like you have to play so much and like randomly choose a number down here for you to make it. But I just want everyone to be able to play. That's the whole thing is I want accessibility. I want people to be able to play the game, and having a Worlds and not letting everyone play in it seems, especially considering the times I run the tournaments, seems counterproductive.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
So they get to come in, they get to do their thing. As many people want to play Worlds, and then we just have fun and we stream games, and then we get ready for the Worlds events coming up. And then I might be streaming Worlds with people if they want to. I might not. I don't know yet. I'm looking at NAIC as well, which is actually causing issues for the next Doom regional because I go to Portland. And like next Destiny's releases like that next week, and I can't do that to Mrs. Doom like 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then NAIC comes up like 2 weeks later, or like a week later than that, and then like I might be co-streaming on NAIC. So again, like I'll be sitting here all weekend, so I can't do that. So that's if people are like, when's the next regional? I'm working the date out. 8 a.m.
So many conflicting events.
Yeah, but you work with what you can. If Portland was announced earlier, I could have worked it out much earlier. Because when
Portland did it last minute.
Yeah, because originally on paper, where I wrote it down was that weekend that Portland's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, this will be the great weekend. This is when we'll do it. I'm like, Portland's this weekend. I just crumpled that schedule up and tossed it right in the trash. I was like, not happening. But with that, Poseidon, I never even asked you to like self-promote when you came in because you came so fast. I was just like, this is my favorite Pokemon VTuber, Poseidon. Like, hey. And I'm like, it's a game. Go ahead. I'm just going to do some self-promotion here before we call it a night.
If VTubers are your thing, I do stream Pokemon TCG both live and Pocket weekly on both Twitch and YouTube, and I've been streaming on Twitter as well. So, check me out, Poseidon Mythos, on all of my socials. I don't really have anything coming up super big, but thank you again for having me. It's always fun.
Yeah,
being here and chilling with you.
I'm always so glad you can just run in and do everything. Because like Tuesday nights is always my night where it's like, everything's on fire. Let's get the tournament going. Get on stream. Got to get a game right away. Whereas on like Fridays, I'm like already running things for like an hour. But then I'm like, oh man, I've got like 9 more rounds to stream tonight before I even start. And like this is like, I got 6. Oh no, it's going to be over so fast. I'm glad
it happens.
I'm so glad you can just pick up and go with it. And with that, I will say I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, overall part-time lumberjack, and overly worked person, I guess. I will be back Friday with, I believe Frodo is coming on. It was going to be me and Frodo. Probably going to talk a lot about wrestling, to be honest, because WrestleMania just happened and we're wrestling heads. And I actually think this is the first time I've gone through a stream without mentioning wrestling until the end. So that's pretty good achievement there. But yeah, we'll be back Friday. We have another tournament. If you sign up, tell me what your favorite burger is, or sandwich, or vegetable. I don't care. I just want to see what people like for burgers. Personally, I like a good bacon blues cheeseburger, like a blue cheese with bacon. Really good.
Yum.
This is good stuff. All right, I will see everyone Friday. Oh, before I forget, we're rating Sneaky Old Crab.